All right, everybody, welcome back in. It is time for a depressing episode of the Quarterback to Center Exchange, brought to you by the Fieldhouse Network. Back with me, my man Tatum Moppin. Uh, I was very even hesitant to record this podcast tonight. Earlier today, it is December 20th, the day after the loss. This morning, had a nice few messages from Tatum, some pick me ups to make me feel a little bit better about the game. Uh,
God, dude.
and then he said he wanted to record the podcast tonight, and I was like, "Yeah, no shot. I'm recording the podcast with you." But I folded, and now we're recording. So yeah, man, I'm hesitant to even throw it over to you at all. But uh, you slept through the game after OU went up 17-0, so which was like in the second quarter. So you missed the majority of the game. So
Yes.
I assume you went back and watched the highlights.
N- no, just what came
No,
up
okay.
on Twitter. I will say though, I fell asleep because I had work this morning. I woke up at 5, and that's when I saw the score. I fell asleep and it was 17-zip Oklahoma, and I woke up and they lost.
Yeah.
They fucking lost, dude. I was
We're the
so
only team to lose in the playoff after being up by 17, and we've done it twice.
I really wanted. I mean, look, I got most of my hate out this morning. A lot of it, I think. Um, and it kind of. I know it sucks for this to say this is bad, but it kind of felt good to get that one up right there.
I
Kind of
get it,
felt
man.
good to
I
get that
enjoyed
up.
watching you guys get
Um,
belted by Ohio State last year, so I
hey,
get it.
hey, hey, we don't want to go there. All right, look, two,
No, I'm
two,
just saying
and
I
like
get it.
what? We're like 2-1 in the playoffs, record wise. Or 2-2. You guys are 0-5. And
Yeah,
Texas has won more playoff games this year than Oklahoma has their entire history of their program.
that is true.
That's
I mean, we can
crazy,
also,
bro.
I mean, if
That's
you want to leave it without context, that's fine.
crazy, bro. Oh my god.
Question: Are you gonna do this thing where you
No,
react
no,
like
no,
that when
no,
I'm
no,
talking, or are you
no,
gonna give me any chance to respond?
no.
So
Like I said, I was just saying I got most of it. I just
it is
think it's
crazy,
nuts.
man. I can just think how unlucky it is that OU didn't get to play like a three-loss Clemson team or like an Arizona State team in the playoff. Instead, we got to play Deshaun Watson, uh, who were all the Nick Chubb, Sony Michelle, Roquan Smith, all on that Georgia team. Got to play Tua, Jerry
Look,
Judy, Jalen Waddle, Henry Ruggs. We got to play against those guys. We got to
look,
play against the
it's
greatest team
not
ever
our
assembled in
fault.
college football at
It's not
LSU.
our
But
fault that you
Texas gets
guys
to
got
stroll up
drilled all these
against a
teams.
Washington team who they lost to twice in a row, once in the playoff, once in a different bowl game, and then you get to roll in and
Okay.
the two good teams
Okay.
really, even though Washington it would be the worst team OU would have played in any playoff. Uh, what's crazy is that when they played another good team in Ohio State, they lost and they lost by double digits. So, uh, yeah, man, I don't know.
I
You
think
could call it
though
cope. It is a little bit of cope, I guess,
a little bit,
but
a little bit.
OU made the semifinal 4 times. Texas has done that twice. So there are levels to this, and neither team has won in the semifinal.
Come on, bro. We being fair right now.
Yeah, we are being for real. Like I'm not
Okay,
going to leave
okay,
out
okay,
context. Like it
okay,
doesn't
okay.
matter, man.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Context matters. I mean, congrats. We made the 14 playoff 4 times. Yeah, we lost all 4 times. You guys made it once. You guys were dog shit the majority
Y'all
of the first
lost
decade
five
of the college football
times.
playoff, dude.
5 times. That
Oh, I'm
is
aware. I'm
brutal.
aware. I went to two. I'm
You have
aware.
the worst. It's the worst
I've been
record
in
in the
hell.
playoff teams, right? Of all time,
Yes.
worst record playoff teams. That is
Yes.
tough. But the thing is, I will say this. Now, this is I think a more positive note for you guys. It's still a good thing to be able to say that you're one of those teams. Because how many teams are in the FBS? 137,
Yeah, something like
right?
that.
It sucks because you are the. I guess it would be. I don't know. I'm thinking about it now. Would you rather have that reputation or
No, I would not. I
not
don't
have
like
the
this
reputation.
reputation that OU
Maybe
has.
make playoffs here and there, but get a couple wins.
Well, because now the thing now is that like in the future, because people already say it, they're like OU is a team like they're 0-5. Like don't ever let them into the playoff again. Like that's things that people are gonna say, man, and it's
That's
just the
not
narrative now. Like
inaccurate, though. You know what I mean? But here's the thing: I
I
think
mean,
it's definitely
I
an
don't
issue
think
on the offensive
previous
side, right?
years has anything to do with like OU like Sam Brad. Like if you want to go all the way back, like since we won the Natty in 2000, it's been nothing but pain. Losses in big games after big games. But I also don't think you can sit there and say, oh, you didn't deserve to be in all those big games that they lost in my opinion, at least.
Well, my thing is, I'm saying you guys always had an identity with those teams, and most of the time, offense and defense was as good as each other and was top five a lot of
I
times.
mean, pre 2010, yes. Pre
That's what I'm
2010,
talking about.
yes.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And now you're here. I think people can make that argument. Don't let him in because of that reason. Whatever. There's obvious the
I
offense
don't know.
was not near as good as their defense. It was obvious John Mateer
It's not
took a
even
step
close.
back after the Texas game, after his injury. I mean, that's
Well,
apparent.
yes, but I think the last two games he played, I understand he also threw four combined picks in those last two games, but also like throwing the ball, he threw for 300 yards in back-to-back games against two good teams, and he hadn't done that since like the first game of the year. So like even with the turnovers, I really do like his hand was he didn't wear the hand wrap, and he was slinging the ball around the field yesterday, man. Like he threw for 300. I think he threw for two touchdowns, three if you count the pick six, which was terrible. It's terrible. Like it looked like he moneyline material rigged the game. That's what it looked like, man. That was such a bad pick. Uh, but like he found something through the air, and that's why it's just so frustrating. It's all frustrating. I've got a lot of thoughts that I can share. I don't want to spew them all, but yeah,
Go
man, it's been
ahead.
frustrating.
This is what
It's
we
been
hear, bro.
frustrating.
Is he done? Can he come back again? Is he out?
Yeah,
How's
no,
this gonna
he's
work?
a redshirt junior. He's a redshirt junior. He's not
Oh,
going pro. He ain't gonna get signed because he ain't. A, he's not getting drafted, so he's not gonna be an undrafted free agent that's gets signed. That's just not gonna happen.
okay, but
I
do you
mean,
is he? Has there been any talk about that on the boards at all? Like, is there a conversation? Like,
I mean,
is he coming
here's
back? Do we want him to play for us again?
the consensus is that Batir is going to be back, and I'm on the fence about it. I know there are people that want him gone, and like I completely understand that sentiment, but also like I think when he's on, which again, like he showed flashes of it again last night. Like he had one bad play, like one really bad play. He did overthrow a guy that probably would have been a touchdown, but also Xavier Robinson dropped a touchdown, which is what swung the game completely. Because if he catches that, OU goes up 24-7. But instead, we have to punt it. And the very next play is when we fumble the snap because the kicker just decided not to kick it. I think he also had money on the Bama money line. That's because that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Uh, so like after that, that's where everything changed, and people want Ben Arbuckle fired. And I thought Ben Arbuckle has done a pretty good job at scheming guys open this year, and Mateer has just missed them all year. He missed plenty of guys last night. I mean, there was a guy screaming down the middle of the seam. It was Jaron Kanik wide open. That's been happening all season. And Mateer just didn't throw him the football. Um, the run game, dog shit, abysmal. I think in two games against Bama this year, they've run for a combined like 110, 120 yards maybe. They ran for like 60 and 50, something like that. Uh, Kai Simpson kind of dicked down our secondary. Also,
I thought he
the
was
Bama
hurt, man. That dude kind of played
he
pretty
balled
decent,
out,
huh?
man. He balled
Damn.
out, and also I'm going to say this opinion that again people may not agree with. Yes, Mateer was an issue, a big issue, but I also don't think that you have SEC level wide receivers around him. I think you had one guy in Isaiah Satania who was really good, and Deion Burks, who had a great game last night. That's his best game in a Sooner uniform. 7 catches for 107 yards and a touchdown. And he made some great plays, but like, dude, some of these guys are just not it. Like Bama had a true freshman who scored two touchdowns last night. That number 17 guy, I don't even know what his name is, but he was like a 3-star, and that's just that's just about recruiting and development and having developing
Who's the
early.
receiver coach?
No, man, I don't know who the Bama wide receiver coach is
No, no,
right now.
no,
If
no,
I'm
no,
being
for
honest.
OU.
Oh, for OU, it's Emmett Jones. Uh, Came over from
Thoughts?
Tech, I think. Uh, Isaiah Satania had a great year. Uh, I just also don't think that the front office is committed enough to go spend over $1 million for a wide receiver. Although I think OU would be way better off going and spending money on a really good tight end and like one of the top end wide receivers because you're going to lose Isaiah Satania. Like I just don't think he's going to stay. I think that dude's going pro. A thousand yards. I don't remember how many touchdowns. I think he had like 8 or 9, maybe 10 touchdowns because he scored last night. Um, he's probably gone. Jermichael Carter's also probably going to be gone, and he played really, really well the last end of the season. He caught everything they threw to him. Deion Burke's also going to be gone. You're going to lose guys in the portal, from what I've already seen from message boards and some people that are not really connected, but people that I guess know people, whatever. I don't have sources. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not acting like I do. So, um, but man, yeah, that was a frustrating game. That one hurts. It's going to hurt for a while because it was a very winnable game. The defense did not show up. They did not tackle well. They didn't cover super well either. I will say Caden Proctor held R. Mason Thomas all game, was never called for it. I thought that was crazy. OU also definitely got away with some holding. Bama got away with an egregious false start play that led to a touchdown later in that drive because on the same play that the false start was not called, it was like a 40, 50-yard pass down the field. And yeah, the Big Ten crew was arguably worse than the SEC crew, man. So yeah, but that doesn't matter. You throw a pick six, you miss 2 field goals. What the fuck, Tate Sandell? 36-yard field goal. I understand the wind is. It was pretty crazy last night because I was at the game. The wind was pretty bad last night, and I was sitting up pretty high, so it was pretty cold. But you miss a field goal with I don't remember what the time was at first. It was less than 4 minutes. That would have made it a 7-point game. You have a timeout left and the 2-minute warning. If you don't get the onside kick, okay, that's fine. You feel like your defense should at least hold up in that situation after not getting an onside kick, but you don't even get that chance because he missed the field goal. And I don't blame him for missing the 51-yard field goal after that. That direction was the way where the wind was blowing into your face, and so making him kick a 51-yard field goal on 3rd down and 5, like run the ball, try to get a couple more yards, but you kicked it. I get you're trying to save time because you need time, but like, God, just run the football, get more yards. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's that. But I don't know, man. I think John's going to be back. I think Ben Arbuckle's going to be back, and people are just going to have to accept that. They need to upgrade the talent around him. They also need to let Joe John Finley go. That guy can hit the road and never come back. The tight end room has been a problem for a long time. Hasn't been good since Braden Willis was here, and that was his last year was Lincoln's last year. So, or maybe the year after that, actually. His last year was 2022, Brent's first year. So, yeah, man, that game sucked. OU definitely could have won that game. Bama just they took it from us. Outscored us 34-7 after going down 17-7. So brutal. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think that OU got embarrassed, but I think that the way that you lost that game is embarrassing. Like if that makes sense. Like overall, a 10-point loss in a game where you put up 24, where most people thought that you wouldn't score at all. Honestly, like most people, that was the gripe. People talked about how bad our offense was, and that's why we shouldn't be in. Had over 300 yards last night and scored 24 points. Offense wasn't the issue totally last night. It was just a problem at times. Special teams, I think, is the biggest reason why OU lost the game. So 2 missed field goals and a dropped punt. And it's essentially the inverse of what happened back in November when they played in Tuscaloosa. Because Bama had a missed field goal and 3 turnovers. And OU had a missed field goal, a dropped punt. They also had a fumble on a punt, Bama did last game. So it was like the complete inverse, man. We outgained them. We had the ball longer than them, outrushed them, and outpassed them. But Ty Simpson didn't make any mistakes, and he was the better quarterback last night. He made better throws at better times, and he did what he needed to do, man. So props to him. He's good. Don't think they're going to beat Indiana, though, but we'll see. We'll see.
Man,
Now, that's all I got to say, man. I'll throw it over to you to say whatever you want to say.
I gotta be honest, man. When I woke up and seen all that, I was so joyful, and then A&M goes out and loses.
Bro.
Are you
Frauds.
kidding me? You can't plan a better weekend for a Texas guy
Hey,
and not in
at
the
least we
playoffs.
scored, man. At least we
That is
scored.
crazy. Yes, I agree. By the way, how many times do we have to say this, bro? Fuck A&M, you fucking pussies. You guys don't have a 12th man. It doesn't mean anything. And Nick Saban was right. You bump noise into the stadium, bro. You guys
Yeah, I think
fucking
that's true.
suck.
I think
Yes,
that's
I
true.
think it's true
Yeah,
too. Why does a 12th man never play a factor? Why does A&M consistently lose at home in big games?
yeah.
They
That's
freaking lose
I can't
in
really talk.
against
So
yeah, well, that's true. Same thing though. Same thing though. That's crazy. That's crazy. Miami came in. I didn't think Miami was gonna win that game. I'll be honest with you.
dude,
And
I
it
really
makes
didn't
me
get to
mad
watch
too
much.
because Miami is in the ACC, SEC. There's no way, bro. There's no way they got outcoached like crazy. Had to have. I didn't watch the game completely, but that's crazy. That's crazy.
Um, you know,
Welcome.
the one college football take you've had recently that I will agree with is that G5 teams, especially this year, did not deserve to be in. I mean, what are we watching? Like, I'd much rather
Embarrassing.
see BYU and Notre Dame, which were the next two teams out. I'd much rather see those guys playing tonight.
Yeah,
I
I
would not
agree.
rather see Texas playing tonight. So fuck them.
Because Texas would have won. That's what's crazy, bro. They fucked up, bro.
I don't think,
They
but like,
fucked up, bro. They
So
fucked
Texas
up.
would have been what, the 12th or the 11th seed. So you would have been
Yeah,
playing Ole Miss or Oregon.
good matchups. Great matchups.
Is it though?
I think
Was
so.
Florida
Yeah,
a great matchup?
dude. Come on, bro. You see what happened after, though. You see
Oregon
what
is
happened
better than Florida
after.
though. Yeah, I know. You guys also lost by
What
25 to Georgia.
about Oklahoma? Top 10 Oklahoma. What about them? The guys who beat Bama
Yeah, no, you
and
won the
Bama.
game.
What
Yeah,
about
you
those
won the
guys?
game. Those guys went to the playoff. Texas did not. So, hey, we said it for years when y'all clowned us for losing in the playoff, and then you guys said it to us when we clowned you for losing in the playoff. You can't hate from outside the club when you couldn't get in. Both teams have said it. You can acknowledge that.
We win in the playoffs, so.
Eh, First off, you won one year.
We win in the
You
playoffs. That's what matters. And they fucked up. We probably would have beat Ole Miss. Oregon would have been, I don't know, but I don't think they're as
Another
good. People put
hypothetical
them
win
up.
for Texas, man. Another
Yeah,
hypothetical win for
yeah.
Texas.
Well, I just know this that they said OU couldn't compete in the SEC. They go out and do this. I think it's really they can't compete against Texas while in the SEC, and I think that's going to be a new precedent. Um,
I don't. Okay, well, let me
Crazy.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So there are Texas fans that I saw that had the sentiment that the Georgia game was not a blowout. What is your thoughts on that?
I don't think it was a blowout. I mean, it obviously the score reflects it. That I don't think it was
Mm,
that big of a blowout because it was kind of garbage points. Like
okay.
Texas had the ball. Like how many times was it that they had the ball in the first half or second half?
Mm,
It was like four times, three, four times, something like that.
yeah.
That's the thing. Kirby, you got to give
Mm,
props to Kirby. If you want,
yeah.
it, yeah, it's a blowout for sure. But in means of, it was really just like Kirby really being the coach that he
Mm,
is. He's I mean, arguably, he probably is as coach in America, in my
mm,
opinion. Give it up to Kurt, give it up to them, give them the Big Ten, whatever. I think the best game scheming coach is Kirby Smart,
yeah.
and you got to
Okay.
give it to that guy, bro. Got to give it
Okay.
to
So
him. He just
your
bent the
first
rules.
your first answer was that no, it wasn't a blowout. But then you said, yeah, it kind of was a blowout. I just want
Mental
to know your
blowout.
thoughts on it.
I
Okay.
don't know how to explain it. He just pretty much just ran. You know what I mean? He literally drew her up, drew around us,
Okay. So
circled us, moved us in and out.
now,
He done. We literally he done what he wanted to in a very strategic
mm,
way using time.
yeah. Well, it definitely was a blowout. Texas, I think, led three to nothing, and then that was it. Uh,
That
and
was halftime, bro. Like I mean, what are we doing?
okay, so I do think it's funny though that that's your sentiment about that game, but then you will say that Red River was a blowout when it was a one score game late in the fourth quarter. So I that doesn't really add up. If the Georgia game was not a blowout, then Red River most definitely wasn't. Your offense scored one touchdown against Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's
So
all right, bro. It's all
so
right,
again,
bro.
you just
It's
need
all
to. I'm
right,
just saying
bro.
you're a pretty
It's
hypocritical
cool.
person.
It's
You
cool,
you
bro.
you
It's
make things fit your
cool,
agenda
bro.
at certain times.
It's cool, bro.
That, by the way,
Cool,
that was
man.
definitely a leading question, and you fell right into the trap. So I appreciate you proving that point for me. That was fun. So, um, Anyways,
I
we
said it
still haven't
wasn't, but it
scored a
was like a
touchdown on
mental
Texas.
blowout. It
We
was a
still
mental
haven't scored a
blowout.
touchdown on Texas though in 2 years, so I
Yeah,
get to
man.
deal with that. That's another thing, man. I love Brent, and I really hope that Brent stays. I think that he is the right guy, and if they can figure out offense next year, like what we saw last night before the implosion of everything, is like that's how good it could be if OU had a good offense to go along with how good the defense was this season. Um, but now and over the last few years, Brent has put Oklahoma in positions to be punching bags, and so has the players that he's recruited. Um, Oklahoma is the laughingstock of the college football playoff, other than the G5 teams, obviously. I'm talking P4. You're 0-5 in the playoff. I think I saw a stat today that there's 4 other teams that have made the playoff 5 times, and every single one of those teams have won at least 2 national championships, I think. OU hasn't even won a game. Hasn't even won a game.
Never won a
So
game.
has not won a game in the playoff, and you get to hear that. The good thing now about the 12-team playoff is that you can make up those losses quickly because, like, if you are playing in the first round and you go all the way to the national championship, you win all those games. That's four playoff wins right there. So, like, it's easier to make it up that way compared to the 14 playoff where you had to be in the top 4 to make it, and then you played 2 games, which is like 10 times harder. And I'm glad that it's not just a top 4 anymore because, like, it is more like an invitational. It's like such a weird setup. What level of football is it where only 4 teams out of every single division or whatever gets into a playoff? High school is not like that. College, for some reason, was like that. NFL ain't like that. CFL ain't like that. FCS wasn't
Well,
like that either.
FBS only one that's like that.
And that doesn't
Was
make
like
any
that.
sense.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying expand it to like 20, 32, whatever. It's going to expand to 16. And that's why that Notre Dame deal that they made about how they get an automatic spot in the top 12, that
Did they
deal will
make
be
that
null
for
and void.
real? Okay,
No,
I
that
hope
that's a
they
real bit.
do
Yeah,
it.
that's a real deal. But if it moves to the 16-team playoff, that deal becomes null and void because it only works for the 12 team. That's as I understand it.
Do you think they're gonna move straight from 12 to 16?
I think they might because they're
I
able
don't
to do
see
that
why
going into
not. Yeah,
2026.
I
They're
don't see
able
why
to do
they
that going
don't.
into 2026. Um, but now, dude, the shitty part is now what I'm just waiting for now is transfer portal. That's all I'm waiting on now. So
Yeah. Well,
I was not ready to be done with football season, and then the Thunder lost last night as well. So that was just the cherry on
to
top.
their arch rivals too, and Edwards.
I don't know. You have to. I mean, we 5-pieced them in the Western Conference Finals. So I mean, how much of a rival? They can win games in December all they want. So
Yeah.
Ant can talk all his shit, man. What happened when the lights are bright? Shea sent you home in 5. Um, so that was the cherry on top last night. Chris Finch is a little bitch and is always crying about officiating. Man, he does it every year, every time they play the Thunder. So, what is the score of the Oregon game though? Because I have not looked at it since it was 34-3.
I don't know, Illinois State
It's still
40.
34-3,
Well,
and it's not even halftime.
30-43. Holy cow!
It's not even
Illinois
halftime.
State's up 21-6 on Villanova.
And the Bears are losing 3-0 at home to the Packers, and the Eagles beat the Commanders 29-18. So that's pretty interesting.
You see that
Now,
fight?
I saw that Jake Paul got his jaw broken.
No. The Eagles and Commanders brawl.
Oh no, my bad. I thought you meant the boxing fight last night.
Nah, dude, there's like 2 or 3 Eagles versus the whole
No, I did
Redskins, the
not see
whole
that.
Commanders team, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I
Oh,
want to say Texas made some big moves, huh?
oh yeah, we can talk about that. I'm a little confused by it though. I mean, now the casual fan, and unlike me and you, because we watch a lot of college football, the casual fan will probably be like I saw a lot of people say like the defense wasn't Texas's problem. It's like, well, yeah, that's true in general, but like the defense was an issue for a number of games towards the end of the season,
Mm-hmm.
and if you count the Florida game, um, like the offense actually won the game for you against Mississippi State. No,
Yeah.
because I mean you went to overtime, gave up 38 to Mississippi State, which they had a good offense. But anyways, um, the defense also gave up what 21 points in the fourth quarter to Vanderbilt. Like I get you're playing prevent defense, which I've told you I hate when teams do that when they're up big. I hate it. But But like the defense had been somewhat of an issue for Texas down the line, and the offense actually had been playing better. But like I get it, but also like I don't know, man. I don't know if this is going to spurn any departures for Texas in the portal. You would know better than me. I don't think you're on message boards anymore though. But
Um,
Will Muschamp, it's not like that is just some Joe Blow off the street. I mean, he's a
no,
good coach, but I think he had only been an analyst for Georgia. Like I don't think he actually was a big part of
right.
like what they
Well,
were doing on a
so
day to day.
all right,
And I could be wrong. I have no idea.
Muschamp, old Texas coach. He was previous DC at Texas.
Yeah.
He since then I don't know the fucking years, but he was fired twice as a head football coach
Yeah.
from two SEC schools. I believe it was
Yeah.
Florida and South Carolina, if I'm not
Uh-huh.
mistaken. The thing is he is a great defensive coordinator. He's a great coach to have on because you go in. The thing is you can't fire PK without making a superstar hire like Muschamp. He has history with the Horns. You going from great. You're going from probably like going from elite to like elite. It means I don't know if that's even a term, but you know what I
I
mean.
mean, I don't
Higher
know. I
tier.
feel like we have to wait and see just because
There's a
he hasn't been a
different
coordinator for a
right,
couple
but
years.
there's a different aggression that Muschamp brings that PK didn't have, and
I
that
do
I
think
think
Muschamp's
that's
an intense
really it.
guy. He's an
Yeah,
intense guy, man.
PK's not. He's not an intense guy. He's a great coach, and he's done a phenomenal job. We can't knock him for the job he's done. He's
Where
taken.
did
He took
where did he
Texas
get
out of a
hired from?
hellhole.
Where did he get
PK,
hired from?
I think.
Was it like Washington or some shit?
I
It
think
may not
so.
have
Yeah.
been, but
No. I think he was at Washington one point. I think he had a few stops. I don't remember exactly.
let me look at his Wikipedia real quick. Yeah, he was the Washington dude. I know ball. He was the Washington D.C. in 2020, and Texas hired him from there. He was also the
So
DC for Washington from 2014 to 17, and then got
mhm.
moved to co-DC, and then got moved for the 2018-2019 season, and then got moved back to DC in 2020, and then he's been the DC at Texas since
Uh,
2021.
so he's done a phenomenal job from where Texas was to where Texas is now. You have to give PK credit, no doubt. I mean, I think
Mhm.
you could write him down if Texas continues this arc and this climb of getting back to where they should be. You got to write him down as one of the refounding fathers of the program. Stark made a good hire. They recruited well. He developed well. We had a good D line coach, so we ended up losing to LSU. And then we happened to pick up Kenny Baker, who he's done great. He's done great last year. This year was for a second towards the end of the season. They picked it up. I'm talking D tackle specifically. Colin Simmons, he got he got absolutely hoed on any All American list and award list. Kind of insane. He had a great season, really good season. In fact, I believe he had better stats than the Defensive Player of the Year at A&M or whatever award that guy got.
Cassius Howell,
Um,
I think is who it is.
I don't know who it is. Plays for A&M. I don't know. Just some random
Come
dude.
on, man.
Just
It's
some
college
random
football
dude.
playoff, or this is a college football podcast, man. We got to keep up with that shit.
Nah, A&M guy. Some random dude. You know what I mean? Some
The
random guy.
SEC Player of the Year, dog.
Yeah, I mean he's just some random guy.
He's
To
not a
me,
random guy. He's
to
gonna
me
get
he is.
drafted high.
Yeah, but to me he's just some
Well,
random guy. Anyways,
I
anyways,
mean, same
regardless.
same
Yeah,
about you from him. So I guess
yeah, facts. Actually, yeah, and he has more money than me. So
both of us combined.
probably so. Yeah. Uh,
Think about that, dude. And we're older than Buddy.
yeah. Oh, dude,
That's
that's
the
so.
craziest part now, man. Because
Yeah,
like
dude.
I'm 27 now,
Ooh.
so it's like I'm older than all the people I cheer for in an OU uniform. And it's been that way for a while, but it didn't really set in just because like I don't know. For me, through my mid 20s, I still just kind of feel like I'm an older teenager, somewhat. Because like I never really felt like an adult, but then it's like, man, like we do a lot of adult shit now, so it's just like, damn,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's hard to accept. But again, only 27. I'm still young ish. Cody's finna be 30 though, so
That is
I
crazy.
don't know.
Damn.
But
Anyway,
he's
Will Muschamp,
going down
dude's
the
a
hill.
dog. Dude's a dog. I'm excited to see what he does. I think this is going to be a good hire for recruiting as well. And we just got rid of Akina. That's the biggest thing. Akina also got fired, which is our safety slash DB assistant or whatever. He's a safety coach, and I think he also does DBs. But our defensive backs weren't great. You know what I mean? They
Hmm.
weren't the best. I'm not gonna say they were bad, but our coverages towards the back half of the season got like blown, bro. Like it was we were getting bombed on, and we can't have
Yeah,
that anymore, bro. We can't have that anymore. Plus, Akina was like 60 years old. I'm hoping they go after the Georgia defensive backs coach. He's also like a top 5 recruiter in the country. So that guy would be a superstar hire for that position at Texas. Texas
we'll
can
see.
most certainly make it worth his while to come to Austin, right? Because I'm sure it's better than Athens. I've never been, but I can only imagine it's like a lot better than Athens. Um, and we also got to talk about Arch Manning. Goat coming back. He taking a pay cut for the team. What a leader. Can we give this guy a round of applause?
I do think it's funny though that I know that there were some Texas fans on Twitter that clowned OU for making David Stone take a pay cut this last year, calling us Broklahoma, shit like
He
that.
didn't. He wanted to take a pay cut. He didn't. We didn't make him take a pay cut. He wanted to because he's a man amongst boys. You know what I mean? He's a leader amongst men. He's that guy. And he's like, you know what? Hey, coach, I don't need
Well,
it. I don't need it. Y'all keep it.
mm,
Give it to this guy. Hey, can we get him on the team, please? Can we? Hey, get that guy from Florida. Can we get him on the phone? Hey, man, can you come catch some balls for me, please? We need
hey,
someone to catch
bro,
these things.
you are spitting on it right now. All right,
Come on.
come
Come
on,
on, man. Come on, man.
you are
It was
riding it like there's
crazy. And
no
we didn't
tomorrow,
get
dude.
Bow, whatever, from Florida too, running back.
Ball,
Yeah.
dude, you and your mispronunciations. I swear to God. Why don't you tell everybody how you used to pronounce Giannis's last name?
I don't know how to pronounce it now.
You don't know how to say Antetokounmpo?
Antetokounmpo? No, I do not.
You've known that, but you said a compo for the longest time
I've
because you wanted to be
never,
like
I've,
Flight
no, I've never tried to actually learn how to pronounce that.
or Luka Doncic. You used to say
That
that
is
too.
Flight. That is Flight, though. It's from Flight.
They're both Flight, so is a compo. We're talking
Yeah,
about
you're
Flight
right.
Reacts. If you guys don't know who Flight Reacts is, then
Hey, FTC stand up.
stand up. What it
Yeah.
do, Flight crew? Hey, I
No,
love Flight, man. Flight's
Flight's
hilarious.
yeah.
But hey, man, couple things. I'm in shambles, but the world is not over. Uh, when we lost in the Rose Bowl, I felt like my heart got ripped out. Uh, I was destroyed. I was in shambles. That shot of Baker Mayfield bent over on the sideline on the game lives rent free in my head, and it's just the worst thing in the world. I do think that if OU probably has almost any other quarterback from the last 10 years besides Sean Mateer and Jackson Arnold, like literally any of them for the last 10 years, I think this OU team is probably good enough to. I don't know. I mean, it's easy to say natty, but like I feel like they'd be good enough to at least win the first playoff game. Like you put Baker or Kyler on this team, even with like how bad the defense played, which they didn't play terrible. They also didn't play their best game. Like the they gave up 24 of the 34 because one of the 7 that was scored was a pick six, and then the dropped punt led to an easy field goal. They were already in field goal range. So like I don't put either of those on the defense. So the defense gave up 24 points. OU scored 24 points. I feel like if we had any other quarterback, man, they don't throw that pick six. Like Baker, Kyler, Jalen Hurts, Spencer Rattler, Caleb Williams, even Dylan Gabriel. I think if Dylan Gabriel's on this team, we'd be a better team. And it's funny because a lot of people hated Dylan Gabriel. Sooner fans are toxic people, man. Toxic, toxic people. Speaking as a toxic person, that sometimes when it comes to OU, but it's just like it's a never-ending thing with OU fans, man. I go to games every single year. Um, when I remember when Baker played bad at times his first year before like things really took off that season. People wanted him benched for Trevor Knight early, like especially in that Tennessee game before like Baker took over in the fourth quarter. Same thing. Well, not the same thing for Baker and Kyler, obviously. But like I remember people calling for Jalen Hurts at times to be benched for Austin Kendall, man. Like especially maybe even that Iowa State game where we almost lost at home, where we won by like 1 point, even though our defense was terrible. People wanted Spencer benched for Caleb Williams, and obviously that's what ended up happening. People wanted Dylan Gabriel benched for Jackson Arnold, and look how that worked out, you know? And now this season, people were yelling for Mateer to be benched for Michael Hawkins. It's a never, why, as a quarterback, I get why you would want to play at Oklahoma because of like the history they have, but like with how the fans treat quarterbacks, I just don't know why that is appealing because, like,
Because
yes,
there's
I
a high
understand they. I
standard.
know.
There's a
Listen,
high
that's what I was just about to
standard.
say. I understand there's a high standard, but there's also reality. I get that we used to watch gods play quarterback at the University of Oklahoma, but the
All
run, but
right.
the for okay, we're not going to sit here and act like all those guys that won Heisman's weren't great players. I mean,
Okay, okay, I know. Keep
Baker is one
going.
of the best
Sorry.
college quarterbacks of all
That's
time.
my
He's
fault for
arguably a
interrupting.
top, in my opinion, a top three quarterback of all time in college football
Ever?
history.
Ever?
Yes, yes, yes. Top three. Just accolade
Who's
wise and what he did. Yes.
who's two? Who's the other two?
I've got Tebow over him just because he won 2 national championships and he did have like a 50 touchdown season with like 20 plus passing yard or rushing touchdowns as well. But I've got Tebow over him. And then I don't know if we're talking about just seasons like Cam Newton, obviously, uh, had a great season surrounded by a bunch of bums. Statistically, throwing the ball, he's not better than Baker. Neither is Tebow. They were better running the football. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. Not better than Baker at throwing the football, but he had all the rushing stats to go with it. But yes, I think Baker's a top three college quarterback of all time. I don't think that's a debate either. And we can debate it,
No,
but
I'm not debating.
we can debate it, but
Just
I
asking.
don't think it's a
Hey,
debate.
anyways, you can continue with your. There was a high standard in Oklahoma. That's the thing. There's a
No,
high
it's
standard
a
in
high
Oklahoma.
standard, man. I mean,
But
you watch Baker Mayfield for 4 years do what he did, and he was let down by the defense over and over and over. Same thing with Kyler Murray for the one season that he had, other than like, well, I mean, that Texas game, he didn't play great at the beginning, but like he still willed us back into that game, but the defense gave up 45 points, and I know Kyler turned it over twice that game. But still, like later on that year, they got revenge. They beat Texas in the Big 12 championship. Um, like Jalen Hurts, man, like he was third in Heisman voting, and Spencer Rattler was really, really good his freshman season. Um, before he got benched his sophomore year, and then obviously Caleb Williams had a great end to that season. That Texas win, that's still one of the best Red River games in my experience that I've watched. Um, even though both those guys left, but still, that's the only Red River game I've ever watched with you.
I just think the OU offense hasn't recovered from that happening yet.
No, they have not. But I mean, yes and no because like the last year we had with Jeff Levy, I think our offense was ranked number 4 in the country. Um, like the last offense we had with Jeff Levy before Dylan left to go to Oregon was a really good offense that year. I mean, they beat Texas that year, but they
Hmm.
lost to Kansas and they lost to Oklahoma State. And Kansas also won 9 games. I mean, I'm not trying to prop up Kansas. Oklahoma should never lose to Kansas. That's an unserious thing to do to lose to Kansas. You know, it happened
Twice.
twice. It happened twice. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just ramble sometimes. So I don't
Oh
know.
man,
I
I'm
get to
just
deal with another year
curious.
of shit talking jokes though. So that sucks.
Who do y'all got a pretty high recruiting class, no? Or 2027 y'all do.
For 20, right now, it was number 1 for a while, but now it's like number 3. They
I
got a
could
lot of
say
good pickups right now, but
number
also like those guys
Rivals
don't
had you at
sign
like
for
number 8.
really.
Pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to check on 3 for next season.
No, it was, yeah,
For this season, I'm about to say,
2027.
yeah,
Not this, not 26, not this
no,
year.
yeah, 2027. Yeah, no,
27.
it's number 2. If you can see that on the screen, I don't know if you can.
I
Ooh,
thought
is
I
it gonna show
seen.
it?
I thought they posted something.
God, that's so bright. Why can't I? Can you guys? Okay, so you can see that. Is that better? Yeah. Number 2 for
You ready?
2027. So they've got 1 5-star, 5 4 stars, and 4 3 stars. So they've got 11 total players. So quantity is also helping out a little bit, but also their average ranking is the second highest behind Tech. Um, Texas has 3 commits. You got a 5 star, but
Yeah.
I also don't give a shit. So I don't know why I'm looking at that. So um, yeah, five
What?
star from for Gibson Cooper Hackett, which that dude committed to. Tech, and then we flipped them back. So thank God that happened.
Is that coming in this year or next year?
Next year. That's the crappy part, man. Like, yeah, that recruiting class looks good, but like you cannot count on most of those guys to help you, even like their first season on campus. Majority of those guys are not going to help you as true freshmen. Some
Well,
will, but
well,
majority, I don't know about
how
majority.
many early enrollees you got? Because pretty much all of Texas is this year are early enrollees
Well,
again.
yeah,
It's like
I think
happening
all of
more
OU's
often.
except for like one or two are early
That
enrollees.
shit's happening a lot more, and I think it's starting to
Well, kids
produce.
want to
And
get that extra time because they want to play early,
yeah,
man.
dude, Texas has a 16-year-old kid coming in.
That's insane.
Yeah, and get this,
How is he
he's a
physically? Like,
five
is he
star. He was a
big or
five.
like
Yo, yeah, dude, he's jacked.
who is
He's
it?
jacked. Yeah, I think he's an outside backer. I have
What's
to
it?
go
Well,
look
what's
at
his
him.
name?
I don't
Oh,
know.
he signed this year.
Yeah, he's signing this year. He's an early enrollee this year.
I'm not
He's
gonna look. I'm gonna be honest.
16.
If you tell me that's cool, I don't really care to look it
No.
up. Um, but man, I really don't have a lot in me today. I mean, we talked about the OU game. Going forward, who's your pick for the national champion? Now,
Georgia.
mine. I think I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna go with Indiana. I really do think Indiana's a good team, and Georgia's playing really good right now. I'm interested to see Oregon Tech, man. I mean, everybody knew that was going to be the game, and are all those games on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? The second round of the playoff.
Um, they're on New Year's Day. If I'm not
God,
mistaken.
you're
Well, no, they're
killing
not.
me.
No,
Okay, yeah. So Miami and Ohio State play on New Year's Eve at 6:30,
New Year's Eve.
and then on or New Year's Eve, yeah, New Year's Eve at 6:30, and then on that Thursday, it's Texas Tech versus Oregon at 11 a.m., Alabama versus Indiana at 3 p.m., and then Ole Miss versus Georgia at 7 p.m.
We're just gonna
Right
win.
now, Indiana's a 7 point favorite over Bama, and Georgia's a 6.5 point favorite, which we'll talk about that. Also, are we going to record next week with next week being Christmas? I'm cool with taking the
Mm,
week off.
yeah, I can't. I'm gonna be in
Yeah.
Chicago all week
Yeah. Okay.
with
That's
my
fine. So
mom,
for everybody listening,
my wife.
which by the way, guys, I've had some of my friends text me and let me know that you guys watch it. And I really appreciate that. I really, really do. Obviously, we're not making anything off this right now. We're just doing it for fun. Although I'm not having a lot of fun right now as an Oklahoma fan, but I really do appreciate it, man. This is something that me and Tate have been talking about since we were in college, man. Like just making a podcast, and we finally got to do it. And even if it goes nowhere, we're still gonna do it because we enjoy. I love doing this week to week, sitting down and talking ball with you, man. It's fun. You rage bait me sometimes, but that's part of it. You've been like that since we became friends, man. It's part of it. Um,
Yes.
but and that's how it is, man. You're a Texas fan. I'm an OU fan, but honestly, it's awesome. It makes it more interesting. The shit talk. I mean, that's what you do with your friends. You know, you shit talk with your
Mhm.
buddies. But I've enjoyed this a lot, man. We have no plans of stopping. Uh, we may take like I don't know, maybe a couple weeks off after the football season ends or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
I'm probably gonna figure that out.
yeah, we'll talk about that. But you've gotten all my thoughts about the OU game. The G5 team shouldn't have been allowed in.
And Illinois State's gonna win the FCS championship.
Shout out them. Um,
Well, they will
but
next week.
yeah, but I think Indiana's going to win it all. They got to play Bama, and you think Georgia's going to win it all. Do you have any other thoughts that you want to share about anything? We can talk about something else if you want, but that's kind of all I've got.
Let's see here. Let's see here. No, I think I'm good, man. Man, it sucks. We're kind of coming to an end of this season, like
I know,
for
man.
real.
It's gone by so quick. Granted, we started halfway. We started Red River Weekend,
Yeah.
so we
Right.
started 6 weeks into the season, 7 weeks into the season. So it'll be fun next year, like in the next calendar year, just to do all the stuff like the preview stuff over the summer. Man, like we need to really go all out for stuff like that. And hey, hopefully, maybe one day we get to a point where we're in some kind of a studio or something at some point, in one shape, one way or another, on either side, whether it's we're by ourselves or in the
Yeah.
same spot. That would be awesome. But all right, man. If that's it, we'll go ahead and put a bow on this one. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, thank you guys for listening. This will be the last podcast. Um, Probably, maybe not of 2025. It might be the last one of 2025.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, it
Yeah,
is
I
the
know,
last round of
dude. I know.
2025. Oh,
Yeah, I
darn it.
know, man. It's gross. It's gross. So, hey,
Oh my god.
you guys have a good New Year. Have a happy Christmas, a Merry Christmas. Enjoy time with your family. If you're an OU fan, use these 2 weeks off if you've got them off to just drink heavily. Just drown your sorrows. Yeah, don't do that. But enjoy time with your family. Just forget about sports, because that's what's important. That's what's important this time of the year, man. The Thunder are
Facts.
good. The Thunder are good. That's what matters. So,
Facts.
uh, for myself, for Chase McNutt, for Tatum Oppen, this has been another episode of the Quarterback Center Exchange, brought to you by the Fieldhouse Network. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.